Hey guys, what is up? Fluffy Ninja from Warp Crew Paintball and Warp Sports Chicagoland. Um, Here with kind of like a gear video, I guess. When I started the gear bag series like a while ago, it started with my brand new gear bag that I got from Warp Sports, the Eclipse bag. Since then I've not downgraded but downsized to the push like small gear bag. I don't really know what the hell their name for it is. It's like just the zip up gear bag, and I like it. It carries enough gear for me to play. It carries my elbow pads, knee pads, loader, tank, my guns, whatever I bring. But when I brought the or when I had the Eclipse gear bag, like Krista still has hers right here. Um, when I had that gear bag, I found that I was bringing way more stuff to events that could potentially get broken, stolen, lost, stuff like that. It's one of those things that like a lot of people were like, "Oh, what should I get for a backup gun? What should I get?" You don't really need a backup gun, honestly. Like if you use, a gun that you know inside and out, backwards, forwards, you read the manual for one, you can kind of get away with just running one gun. Yeah, it's nice to have a different one here and there, but really you only need one paintball gun. As long as you know how to keep it running, especially if you read your manual, watch videos on YouTube. They're everywhere for every type of paintball gun. A&S Gear does like a tech video on like all their guns that they do videos on. So I'm fairly certain that you can find a video on whatever gun that you use to make sure that it keeps running. Now, extra gear kind of thing. So, um, I I unfortunately had to sell off, my barrel kit, my spire, all my extra stuff that I didn't really use a lot. I had to sell off some of that, and I was able to pick, like another Spire 3 up. I was able to pick an extra tank up because I don't, just in case. That and it makes the weekend loadout videos pretty cool. But so if you just have one paintball marker, you have some extra batteries for, like an extra 9 volt or double A's for your gun and then your loader. Most of the time, you won't need extra anything. Um, Spare tanks, maybe. It's always possible that, like, you just forget to rehydrate your tank. You go to an event and they're like, oh, you can't use this tank. Well, fuck, but you have an extra one in your gear bag and you're like, oh, this one should be good, and, everything's fine. But if you're on top of, like, stuff like that, then it shouldn't be a problem. Extra regulators are maybe a must. It's something that like, yeah, like if you pop one of the burst discs, if you carry extra burst discs, fine. But you might just want to carry an extra reg just in case, so that way it's like, hey, you know what? My reg popped a burst disc, or my reg is leaking for some reason. I can't figure it out. I don't have time to figure it out. There's nobody here at the event to tech anything like that. I'll just empty my bottle, screw in a different reg. This one's fine. Okay, I'm back to playing paintball in a couple of minutes compared to having your tank sit or having to go up and rent a tank. Use a rental tank on your $1,000 gun. Yeah, there's the chance that something goes wrong, but having extra gear is always a good idea. But like I said, when I had the Eclipse gear bag, I had maybe 3 loaders with me, 2 tanks at all times, barrels for guns that I don't even have. Like, I had a Lux barrel in my gear bag for the longest time when I didn't have a Lux, and that was super weird. I would bring a lot of like hats and headbands, and I usually only wear one or the other. I don't wear like 3 beanies and then like 6 headbands and get bounces for days. I usually just wear one or the other. Like, I either wear my purple HK hat, or I'll wear my it's up there, my Exalt bounce hat, or is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, this is Vulcan hat, but I'll wear my Exalt bounce hat, or because Krista got this cool headband, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna steal that. So it's a Exalt camo headband. Like, you don't really need a lot of stuff. I know there's players that they have to have this, and this to play just because that's their ritual, and that's fine. But so in that extra gear bag, or in that bigger gear bag, I would always carry way more stuff than is necessary. So I think, if you're shopping for your gear bag, see how much stuff that you have and how much stuff is absolutely necessary for you to play paintball, and then go from there. It's not really, oh, I have to have the biggest gear bag possible and then fill it with a ton of shit. It should be, I've got one, maybe two markers, just in case, something goes down. Like, I'll carry the mechanical and then I have like just fuzz floating around my face. It's weird. The mechanical and then the G-Tech just in case. The G-Tech I'll take out if, my team's getting shit on and I need to put a little bit more firepower on, or if I feel like just taking it easy, I'll take the mechanical marker out. That's pretty much how I kind of determine what I'm bringing to a game. So make sure that you can fit all your gear into a gear bag. Like, because I'm a bigger guy, I have bigger gear, I have a bigger jersey, I have bigger pants, so those don't fit in my push gear bag a lot. When I had my Eclipse bag, they did fit in there, but again, there was so much extra shit in there that it's ridiculous. Krista, she usually has her markers, her cases, an extra pack, extra whatever. And Let's talk about all the extra shit that we bring to events.
God, I bring an extra gear bag full of crap.
Yeah, we bring extra gear, like an extra backpack full of stuff.
No,
just for.
Gear bag now.
It is a whole gear bag now.
It's
a whole gear bag now, just for, like, what was it? I think Corey brought his girlfriend, and she didn't have anything, so we had pants, bounce vest, a jersey, elbow pads, like headband, hat, like a mask. Like, we had literally everything for her to play, just in case, like, somebody comes to an event and they forget something. Like, 90% of our team forgets batteries, so we have a subscription to Amazon for batteries.
Because they're stupid.
Yeah, because our team is stupid. But that's just, that just kind of happens. That's the kind of stuff that if you fill that role on the team of he's the person with all the extra shit, that's what everybody's going to know you as. That's why everybody's going to come to you and be like, hey, I need this. And then pretty soon you're not going to have anything to play. Yes?
Lens film.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you take the film off your lenses. But, yeah, like, you're going to loan out all your stuff, and then you're going to be like, oh, wait, I don't have anything else to use to go play paintball with. And you're just kind of sitting there, and you don't want to be the dick that's like, hey, can I have my gun back? Because I don't have anything to play with, Bring extra stuff for you in case anything of yours breaks. Everybody else can go fuck themselves. That's pretty much how it should go, is everybody else can go fuck themselves. Yeah, be the nice paintballer and help people out when you can, but that doesn't mean give up your shit so they can go play and you just have to sit there. That's why, like, I came up with the rule that I don't tech guns on weekends. My friend Weston has been trying to meet up with me so that way I can take his pump and his ego and, look into them, tear them apart, clean them up, put them back together, make sure they work. Like, he's been trying to get me to do that because he knows that if he meets me at an event with him, I'm not going to do anything because I don't tech guns on weekends. I paid my money just like everybody else to play paintball. I'm not going to sit here and tech your guns while, you just kind of stand there and look at me like, whoa, are you done yet? Are you done yet? That's just, no, that's not what I do anymore. I literally gave up, I don't know how many games just because people would come to me. Like, literally, I had lines of people like, oh, my axe is leaking. I'm like, fuck. Oh, hey, my gun's doing this. And, like, you don't want to just be like, no, fuck off. But you kind of have to. Plus, you get into the things of, like I said at the beginning, stuff getting lost, stolen, or damaged, which is a huge thing. I loaned out my MVP pump, which was one of my favorite guns, and it came back not working. So it's one of those things that, like, after you loan out so much stuff, it's kind of like, I really don't want to anymore because I have to go home and clean up all the paint that you broke in my gun, or I have to, stuff like that. Like, when I had one of my first dragons, I loaned it to one of the Rage guys, and as he goes out and he's running, I'm behind him, I go, hey, by the way, that's one of 25, and he goes, never mind, and he sits back down, like, where he was, and he's like, okay, I'll just shoot from here so that way I don't hurt the gun. So it's become one of those things that, like, make sure you have enough for you to play. Everyone else can fend for themselves. They can go up to the rental counter and get something. They can spend their money. instead of you having to worry about the stuff that you loaned out. This kind of comes back to what happened at the Blast Camp game. Krista loaned out all her stuff. When we got home, there was paint broken in loaders. There was just paint all in all types of everything on guns. Speaking of which, paint broken in loaders. I don't know where her is. So she loaned out the LTR, and there was paint broken behind the ramp, and I don't know how that happened. So again, that's another risk that you kind of run into when you loan out gear, is that you have to clean up everybody else's mess. So that's kind of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. We're almost at 600 subscribers. That's pretty cool. I never really thought that I'd make it this far. So thank you guys again, and I'll catch you in the next video.